Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official draw of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup Papua New Guinea 2016 here at the home of FIFA in Zurich, Switzerland. I would like to welcome FIFA President Gianni Infantino, the Minister for Sport and Tourism in Papua New Guinea, Justin Tachenko, the President of the Papua New Guinea Football Association and FIFA Vice President David Chung, the members of the Executive Committee, the Chairwoman of the Organizing Committee for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, Sonia Bien-Aimé, the members of FIFA and of the local Organizing Committee, a special welcome to the representatives of the qualified teams, and a warm welcome as well to the football fans and the media representatives around the world who are following this event live on FIFA.com. And now I would like to give the floor to the FIFA President for a few words. President.
So, dear ladies and dear gentlemen, dear friends, Justin, Minister, President, colleagues, it's a great pleasure for me to be here in front of you today and to welcome you for this official ceremony, for the draw of the Under-20 Women's World Cup in Papua New Guinea. You know that I like draws, I love draws actually, and that's why it's really a pleasure for me to welcome you here, Sonia as well, Chair of the Committee for the World Cup. It's really a pleasure, first of all, to welcome the 16 qualified teams, the 15 who played for it, and the 16th as the host who will also compete for this beautiful trophy here. I think it is a great event. I like this, the Under-20 in Papua New Guinea. I've been to Papua New Guinea, to Port Moresby. It was a great experience, and I can tell you the weather will be beautiful. This is for sure, but what will be even more beautiful is that Papua New Guinea will greet the world, and the world will discover Papua New Guinea. This is fantastic. Last week, even the emblem and the slogan have been launched to inspire and to excel. I think we have to get inspired by this competition, and I'm sure Papua New Guinea will excel, and so will the 16 teams on the pitch. The FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup is a great competition because it will showcase the footballing talent of our girls, of our women going forward. The 16 best teams in the world will compete. The 16 best teams in the world will show what they can do on the pitch and will fight to be crowned world champion. And Papua New Guinea will show us what they can do, how they can deliver. The 4 stadia in Port Moresby, the infrastructure, the hotels, everything will be ready, will be fantastic. I think we can all look forward to the month of November through the 3rd of December when the final will take place for a great competition. Everything is almost ready. There is still a little bit of work to be done. Otherwise, we would be able to go on holiday, but we still have to work a little bit, but everything will be ready. It looks great. We are looking very much forward to the competition, but now we are looking very, very much forward to this draw, which will tell us who will play whom in the final competition. So thanks again for coming here. Thanks again for being with us. I wish you a great draw, and I wish you a fantastic competition in Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President. So now, ladies and gentlemen, while we are very much looking forward to seeing the action get started in Papua New Guinea, who can forget Germany's run to the trophy 2 years ago? Let's have a look back at some of the action of the 2014 edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Canada. Great memories indeed. And we are definitely looking forward to the kickoff of this year's edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup played in Papua New Guinea in November and December. So now may I kindly ask the President of the Papua New Guinea Football Association and FIFA Vice President David Chung on stage for a few words. President.
I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the FIFA President, Mr. Gianni Infantino, the Papua New Guinea Minister of Arts, Culture and Tourism, from the Papua New Guinea government, Honorable Minister Stachenko. Thank you for taking the time to attend the draw, sir, and for the government support to these tournaments. The Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, Ms. Sonia Benaimi, my colleagues on the FIFA Executive, and members of the FIFA administrations, the participating member associations present at the draw today, ladies and gentlemen, and women's football fans around the world. On behalf of the local organizing committee, we would like to thank FIFA for putting the trust in my associations and in partnership with the governments and the people of Papua New Guinea to host this prestigious event. Our slogan, to inspire, to excel, is the official slogan for this tournament, and we use these tournaments to not only to generate excitement in women's football, but to inspire and empower girls and women, and to leave a lasting legacy for women's football in my country, in the Confederation, and around the world. In partnership with FIFA's Live Your Goals programs, a strategy they were implemented to promote the game through festivals and ambassadors, create players' pathways, developing nations, women's clubs and leagues, develop the elites through academies and centers of excellence, to educate and train through our education courses and mentoring. We're sure the tournaments will increase participation in women's football and help girls and women to improve their standing in society with the legacy left behind. We improve football infrastructures, medical equipment, and football for health initiatives. We will train over 500 female volunteers and undertake an awareness campaign in partnership with national and international stakeholders to end violence against women and children. Papua New Guinea will have its challenges, but we will show the world we can with the support of FIFA. Our government, sponsors, partners, the participating teams, and the football family around the world. We're sure we will deliver an exciting event promoting women's football with backdrop of our beautiful countries, with its diverse people, cultures, and languages, flora, and fauna. In closing, I wish all the participating teams the best of luck for the draw this evening, and on behalf of the football family of Papua New Guinea, I extend a warm invitation to all participating teams and to all women's football fans around the world to Papua New Guinea to join us, with us, to celebrate the promotion and development of women's football. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. As our colleagues from PNG are always telling us, this year's host country is a land of stunning natural beauty and rich, diverse culture. But let's have a look for ourselves in the following video of Papua New Guinea, the land of a million different journeys. And with those stunning images, I would like to hand over the floor to the Minister of Sport and Tourism of Papua New Guinea, Justin Tachenko, for his speech. Minister, please.
The newly elected FIFA president, and congratulations, Gianni Infantino. David Chung, our president of PNG Football Association, and of course Oceania Football Federation. The chairwoman of the organising committee, representatives of the participating countries, FIFA executives, competition officials, invited guests, friends of football, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of over 1,000 cultures and over 800 languages that make up our country, Papua New Guinea, I sincerely thank you for the opportunity to host the 2000 FIFA Under-20s Women's World Cup. Our countries and its cultures remain one of the most diverse in the world. And in a landmass the size of France, we have 25% of the world's languages. We are a country with unique wildlife and a rugged geography spanning large rainforests, rugged mountains and hundreds of small islands that is matched only by the diversity of our people and their complex cultures and traditions. Our country and our capital city of Port Moresby, which is the host in November, continues to develop as the hub of the Pacific Islands, so it's important to our region that the first football event of its kind in the Pacific Islands is staged in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. As you have seen the world over, participation in women's football continues to grow, and the opportunities for women and for football in Papua New Guinea and the Pacific Islands will gather momentum from these kinds of events in our region. I say this honestly with conviction that women are the biggest influences of people in the world. In partnership with football, our country has the opportunity now to show the world how women can inspire and empower, giving our women and girls hope, providing them with opportunity, nurturing their potential, and celebrating success. We've changed our world today and into the future. The importance that football continues to place on growth and the success of women's participation is a model we can all look to as sport participants and administrators and governments. I applaud the work of the organising committee here in Zurich and the local organising committee in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. I see a team of passionate people spreading across the world and into Papua New Guinea, working tirelessly to ensure the success of this competition in Port Moresby in November. To the 16 teams, you'll inspire a generation of young women to believe in themselves and dream beyond their boundaries. Wearing your nation's flag on your jersey and representing your country will be a fantastic occasion for you, and I am honoured that you'll achieve that success in Papua New Guinea. The 3 weeks of competition will see football inspire Papua New Guinea and the Pacific and show the world how football transcends race, religion, culture, and country. This competition will again show that football and sports will continue to empower our women now and into the future. So on behalf of our Prime Minister, Honourable Peter O'Neill, and our government of Papua New Guinea, let me be the first to welcome you all to our wonderful country, PNG, for the Women's 2016 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Bamahuta, El Mau, and thank you, True.
Thank you very much, Minister. So in a few moments, we will begin the official draw and finally learn which teams will be playing each other. But before that, I kindly ask Sonia Bien-Aimé, Chairwoman of the Organizing Committee for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, for a few words. Sonia, please.
With the protocol having been established several times this evening, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here to share with us in the official draw of the FIFA Under-20s Women's World Cup, Papua New Guinea 2016. Many thanks to you, Minister Tachenko, and the government of PNG for supporting this event, and also to the Papua New Guinea Football Association for hosting their first FIFA's competition ever. Many thanks to you. In addition, I would like to thank the LOC members for their great effort and hard work. Finally, I would like to welcome and congratulate all the teams here this evening, which have reached the final stage and who will participate in this tournament. In a few moments, we will find out which teams will face each other on the way to the title of the Under-20s World Champion, which is going to be a very exciting moment. In just a few months' time, the world's 16 best Under-20s women's team will meet in Papua New Guinea, a country rich in diversity, culture, beauty, and nature, to live their passion, which is to play football. Papua New Guinea will greet the world, and the world will meet Papua New Guinea, an occasion I think all of us are very excited for. Last week, the emblem and the slogan have been launched, providing a face to the tournament. With today's draw, another important milestone in the build-up to the tournament will be reached. The participation in such builds confidence and self-esteem for girls and women, and it brings to all the people together, regardless of different culture and languages. Papua New Guinea, as the host, will get the chance to welcome teams, fans from the entire world, and to present their incredibly diverse culture. But also, they will get the opportunity to develop women's football in a country and a wider region, and to increase the empowerment of women in society. Just 10 days ago, I was standing here in this room at the Women's Football and Leadership Conference, talking about the empowerment of women. It is good to see that this topic is discussed through different platforms in football, and that the Under-20s Women's World Cup is definitely going to be one of them. Its official slogan, "To inspire, to excel," encapsulates the ultimate goal of this event, which is to use football as a platform to push for gender equality in a traditional male-dominated culture. The legacy of this event can and shall be diversified. New football infrastructure, a better understanding between women and men, girls and boys, and breaking barriers, to name only a few. I am convinced that Papua New Guinea will be an excellent host and seize the opportunity to showcase the country, the culture, the people to the world. I am sure that together with high-quality football, exciting matches, and passion for the game, which we all love so much, this tournament will become a real success. I wish all of the teams good luck for the draw, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you in Papua New Guinea in November and December. Thank you.
Many thanks, Sonja. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move to the official draw. It will be conducted by FIFA Deputy Director of Women's Football, Tatjana Henny, who will first explain the draw procedures, before then drawing the balls that will determine the makeup of the groups for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup this year. To assist Tatjana with tonight's proceedings, I would like to welcome on stage some members of the football family and of the region of Oceania. Please welcome with me Sandra Fruin, member of the organizing committee for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup and representing the host confederation for this tournament, the Oceania Football Confederation. Sun Wen, also member of the organizing committee for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup and former FIFA Woman Player of the Century. Lina Magul, captain of the victorious German team at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup 2014 in Canada, defeating Nigeria 1-0. And last but definitely not least, Justin Tachenko, Minister for Sport and Tourism in Papua New Guinea, who has traveled all the way from Port Moresby to be here with us tonight in Zurich.
Thank you.
Welcome to all of you. So now with all the draw assistants being ready, we can now ask Tatjana to please join us on stage. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you very much. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and also from my behalf, heartily welcome to this official draw of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, Papua New Guinea 2016. We're, of course, delighted to have you all here and to have another milestone in the preparation for this event, but I really think a key milestone, especially for the teams and the host association. So now finally they know which teams they're playing and can prepare better, also the host association. Before we start, I would like to congratulate all 16 teams for qualifying. Wonderful job, and I hope you're excited as we are to finally go to PNG, explore the land, and play football. FIFA believes that high-level competition do help promote women's football and female players, and therefore many of these players playing in the Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup will maybe make their way to France for the next flagship for FIFA and women's football, the FIFA Women's World Cup 2019 in France. So we wish them good luck. Now let's move on to the draw procedure. To my right, you see 4 pots containing 4 balls each. In pot 1, there is a host association in the red ball and the 3 next seeded teams, according to their ranking, taking into account their past sporting performances in the last 5 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cups in declining order, as well as their results during their confederations qualifying tournaments. This determines basically their allocation from pot 1 to 4 in descending order. In pot 1, where we have Papua New Guinea, also the next 3 best seeded teams will be allocated: Germany, USA, and Nigeria. The remaining 12 teams are allocated in descending order from pot 2 to 4. Pot 2, therefore, contains the following teams: Democratic People's Republic from Korea, Japan, France, and Korea Republic. Pot 3, New Zealand, Brazil, Mexico, and Canada. And pot 4, Ghana, Sweden, Spain, and Venezuela. To my left and your right, labeled A to D, and each containing 4 balls numbered 1 to 4 that will determine the team's position in each group. The draw procedure will be as such that each team in pot 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be allocated to each group consecutively from A to D. The first team drawn from a pot on my right will be placed in group A, with its position determined by a ball drawn from my left to determine the position in group A. The second team drawn from the same pot will be positioned in group B by a ball drawn from group B. The same procedure, of course, is repeated for the teams into group C and D. As a general rule, the host association, Papua New Guinea, will be automatically drawn as a top seed in position A1. The red ball to my right in pot 1 will be matched to the red ball in Group A, representing position A1. The draw is completed when all the teams from pot 4 have been drawn and positioned in each group. It is also FIFA's general principle that no group has more than one team from the same confederation drawn into it. This means that in some cases we may need to skip from one group to another to ensure that only one team per confederation is drawn to the respective groups. That's enough of explanations. Now let's start with a draw. And I would like to ask Lina to start from pot 1 with the red ball.
Sure.
Thank you. Now this confirms that Papua New Guinea is the first team drawn. And soon, please position for PNG, which, as we have explained, is going to be position A1. We move on with the next team, one of the seeded teams, Germany, USA, or Nigeria. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is Nigeria going to Group B. Nigeria played the final in the last tournament against you. Lina, you remember?
Yeah, it was very difficult to play against Nigeria, but we won, so I was happy and yeah.
Okay, excellent. So we go to Group B. Please, Sun, the position for Nigeria in Group B. Thank you. It is B4 for Nigeria. Wonderful player they had in 2014 with Asisat Ashwala playing a great competition, has become a star since then. We move on, next team please. Either Germany or the United States of America. It is going to be the United States of America into Group C. And now Sandra, please, it's your turn from Group C. Thank you. Two for the United States of America. This determines almost all teams. We have one more. I hope it's the right one. It has to be Germany. And it is Germany going into Group D. And now also the position for Germany in Group D, please, Sandra. Thank you. And Germany will be on position D1. Being from the Pacific Islands, Sandra, what do you think, what's the importance of such a tournament for your region?
It's going to be a very big impact in women's football, having this tournament in our region, especially in the Pacific Islands.
We're very much looking forward to that. We move on to pot 2. We do have the 3 Asian teams, Korea, DPR, Korea Republic, and Japan, as well as a European team, France. Having explained to you before, we should not have 2 teams from the same confederation in one group. This means in this case, France cannot go to Group D together with Germany. Okay? Please. So the next team drawn is Korea DPR. This means they join Papua New Guinea in Group A. And their position, please, Sun. Thank you. Korea DPR are always known as a team which is very disciplined, very difficult to play. And their position is A4. We take the next one.
Yeah.
The next team drawn is Japan, going into Group B, together with Nigeria. And again, Sun. Sun, you know the Asian world very well in women's football.
Yes.
What's your feeling?
Well, I'm so excited for this team to join this tournament. I think they can give us the best performance in that tournament.
I'm sure too. Japan played the Under-17 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica and won it and have tremendous skilled players. So let's see how many we see in Papua New Guinea. Position for Japan B3. Okay, please. Second last team, either Korea Republic or France. Next team drawn is Korea Republic, which now has to go to Group D together with Germany. If not, we would have France going to this group, which we have to avoid. So Korea Republic in Group D. Thank you. And in their 7th successive time in participating in the Under-20 Women's World Cup, it's their position D4. D4 for Korea Republic. And now the last one. You know, I think this team also very well. You think they will do well, France?
Yeah, it's a good team, and they have a lot of good players, and it's, of course, a favorite for this tournament.
Thank you. We will see. And we confirm it's France going to Group C. And the last position in Group C. France is on position C1, and France will also be the host association for the next FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in 2018 and the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, now we move on and we go to pot 3 with the following teams: New Zealand, Brazil, Mexico, and Canada. New Zealand cannot join Papua New Guinea in Group A, being from the same confederation, Oceania. And Mexico and Canada cannot go into Group C to the United States of America, being also from the same confederation. Now, Minister, it's your turn.
Thank you.
We wish your team good luck with this one.
Thank you very much.
The next team drawn is Brazil, going into Group A, joining Papua New Guinea. Minister, your first reaction?
Look, we love a challenge. We love a challenge, and we couldn't ask for a better team, one of the best, so that's fantastic.
Very good. Position for Brazil for Group A? Thank you. Brazil, having won 7 times out of 7 competitions in South America in the qualification competition, very strong team. And it's position A2 for Brazil, meaning the opening match on the 13th of November will be Papua New Guinea against Brazil. Wonderful to hear. We move on. Thank you. Okay, the next team drawn is Canada. Canada goes into Group B. Please soon, joining Japan and Nigeria. Thank you. And we confirm that Canada is in position B2. Canada were the host association of the last Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup, where Lina and her German team won. Congratulations again.
Thanks.
And we also experienced a wonderful FIFA Women's World Cup last summer in Canada. Congratulations again, it was a tremendous success. Now please, we still have New Zealand or Mexico. The next team drawn is New Zealand, from Oceania, going into Group C, joining France and the United States of America. Group C. Thanks. New Zealand is going to be on position C4. And it's the first time we will have two teams from Oceania, OFC, at the FIFA Women's World Cups. Last one. Has to be Mexico. Yeah. Which goes into Group D. We confirm it's Mexico. Going into Group D, together with Germany and Korea Republic, and the position Thank you. Position D3 for Mexico. Excellent so far, thank you very much. We're already almost at the very end, almost, still pot 4. Ghana, Sweden, Spain and Venezuela are in pot 4. Just a short reminder, Ghana cannot join the group with Nigeria, Group B. Sweden and Spain cannot join the groups where there are already European teams, Group C and D, and Venezuela cannot join Group A, where is already Brazil. Always avoiding two confederations being in one and the same group. Please. Thank you. Next team drawn is Ghana from Africa, and they have to go to Group C. Ghana to Group C. Please, Sandra, last position. It's the fourth time they're participating, and their position will be C3. Next one. Thanks. Next team is Venezuela. Venezuela goes to Group D, joining one of the European teams to make sure we have the slots open for the two other European teams. Group D, and the last position there. Thank you. Venezuela, Group D, position D2. Venezuela did very well also at the Under-17 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica 2 years ago, so we expect some players to come back to PNG and perform at a similar, if not better level. Now, the only two teams remaining, please, Minister, Sweden or Spain. Now I can see already the excitement. It's Sweden going into Group A, joining Papua New Guinea, Brazil and Korea DPR. Soon your last one from Group A. And it's going to be A3 for Sweden, who did win the European Continental Qualification Tournament to qualify for this tournament. Last one. Very strong team, always on the youth level in women's football. Spain going into Group D. joining Canada, Japan, and Nigeria. And now also the last one. Thank you. And we confirm the position B1 for Spain. Lina, as a player, what do you think? How do your colleagues feel who will go to PNG and play there?
I think they feel good. And I'm looking forward that they come in the next round. I think they are the favorite in this group, and I believe in the girls that they get it.
Minister, the draw is done. You're excited with the compositions of the groups?
Look, I'm excited, especially for our Papua New Guinean team, that they can see and play against some of the world's best. And having all these countries in Papua New Guinea is just an honour. And hopefully they will come back after playing football and see our beautiful country as well. But I'm sure the experience will be a lifetime experience for them.
We hope that will be the case. So just to repeat the draw results: Group A, Papua New Guinea, Brazil, Sweden, Korea, DPR. Group B, Spain, Canada, Japan, and Nigeria. Group C, France, USA, Ghana, and New Zealand. And Group D, Germany, Venezuela, Mexico, and Korea Republic. I would like to thank the draw assistants for a wonderful job tonight. Thank you very much, and this concludes the draw.
Thank you very much, Tatiana. Also, thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. Thanks again for you here on stage. So with all teams now knowing their first round opponents in PNG, this brings the official draw ceremony to an end. Many thanks for joining us. We hope you will be with us again on November 13 in Papua New Guinea for the opening match, the host country against Brazil. How exciting. In the meantime, stay tuned. Thank you, and see you in Papua New Guinea.